and welcome to the April 12th edition of The Pulse. I'm Madison Scott. This week on The Pulse, we will look into a delicious game that is promoting some healthy competition down in Silk City Cafe and discover a hairstylist that is perfecting her craft from the comfort of her own home. We will have these stories and much more on this episode of The Pulse. If you tuned in last week, you would have already experienced Nat Sound packages, but we are continuing this change in format this week. What's a Nat Sound package, you might ask? It focuses on reporters telling stories without a script, voiceovers, or reporter stand-up. As spring rolls around, many residents are looking for something to do in Manchester. The Pickleball Courts at Charter Oak Park are a perfect way to soak up the sun and get out some energy this spring. Andrew Cody and Jeremy Zalora head down to see what the hype is all about.
So pickleball would be like a mixture of tennis, shrunk down a little bit, and ping pong.
The court's half the size of a tennis court, but you play it the same way.
I think it's easier to learn than tennis. There's not as much chances of making mistakes. Tennis, it's hard sometimes to keep the ball in. It's a bigger court. There's more room to cover. This, you can get a bunch of beginners out here and still have fun.
We were in Florida right when the pandemic was happening, playing down there with my brother-in-law and sister. And when we came back, we came here. And actually, it was all roped off because of the pandemic. So we sat in that parking lot up there and bought a net and started playing in our cul-de-sac. During the pandemic, we would invite people over and teach them how to play.
We had a game one time where we had an 11-year-old son of one of our friends playing, and there was a guy on the other side of the court that was 82. Height and muscles matter, and speed and youth matter, but it's something everyone can play and have fun.
Charter Oak Park has many great things to offer and many ways to practice sports. One of the many sports you have the opportunity to do here in Manchester is dance. Olivia Ramsdell and I go to Northstar, a local dance studio, to check out some Manchester talent.
I like dance because I feel like it's a language for me. I can express my feelings and thoughts through dance while not always speaking.
The flood in the skyscraper town.
Much better timing.
You got it in you.
In the community, I hope we've had a good positive impact and, it taught kids how to enjoy the arts for forever.
5, 6, 7, you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like you. All the fantastic and my regrets and all.
This dance studio has created such long-lasting relationships for me. We're all a team and it's a great community and some of my best friends are here.
Okay, slow up, we go up. For 3, 2, and 1. Good, you're gonna go hands on your hips.
It has given me almost 40 years of joy, and I really enjoy what I do, so it's fulfilling.
We love all the emotion that dancers at Northstar put into their routines, and we're glad to see the joy they have brought to these dancers. After some dancing, you may need a quick bite to eat. Look no further than CJ's Pizza and Giant Grinders, which has been awarded with the title Connecticut's Best Pizza by WFSB. Dennis Flores and Benjamin Donahue go discover what it is that makes this pizza #1.
I've heard only good things from people at work, so I was anxious to try it.
Dad was looking for a pizza place to buy back in 1984, and he stumbled across CJ's, and the rest is history. We've been here since 1984. COVID was very tough. All the limitations that the state and the town put on business was very, very tough. Wouldn't allow any inside dining. Supplies were very hard to find. It started to get better as COVID got a little bit better, if you will, but it was hard even finding supplies, and the price of everything just skyrocketed. Oh, it has increased business incredibly. It's brought business back to this side of the river from New Haven area. It's been wonderful, actually. People from all over the state coming to try it.
Congrats to CJ's for their incredible achievement and amazing food. We have some amazing food right here at MHS. Burger Wars was a recent competition that took place in Silk City Cafe to see which class period would create the best burger. Zoe Evans, Sammy Ward, and Logan Duarte find out which one beats the rest.
Burger Wars is an event where my Period 2 and Period 3 culinary arts students get to compete. It's our third competition of the year. So they've done a chip challenge, a chip and dip challenge, and then this is our big Burger War challenge. Well, they've been accumulating skills over the first semester and throughout the year. And so this is a chance to showcase everything that they've learned, different flavor profiles and cooking methods, and coming up with something that is worthy of being sold in the cafe.
Can I get some of these?
Okay, yeah, I'll go on the other side of myself.
And if somebody wants to put some potato chips in bags, so we have some extra ones.
Yeah. You made any of them? None of you guys made it?
That's Period 2 and a different.
It was really cool. I like that Ms. Farr George and the culinary team give students a lot of opportunities to be creative and have competitions and do things that are kind of outside of the norm for most culinary programs, I think, in the state. So I appreciate that.
I have 2 tumblers. There you go.
It just involves so much. It's not just in the classroom. It's my culinary arts students. Silk City does a lot of prep for them too, so it's like a lot of collaboration. And then the teachers and staff also get involved. Pretty much like a lot of the school can get involved in this, which is nice. So it kind of brings everybody together.
Yeah. And these come with this? No? Yep. Okay, just go. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Where do you go?
Many people say that cooking is a form of creative expression, especially to create unique burgers. Creativity is a value that Manchester is known to embrace. Summer Garapi and Paige Aiken soak up the creativity of one local hairstylist, embracing her talent from the comforts of her own home.
The best part of being a hairdresser for me is making people happy. And when I make people happy, it makes me happy. So with that being said, it's easy. I love my job. Everyone thinks I do, but
I did.
I can't actually.
Why?
I haven't seen anybody other than Sharon in 30 years. I come back to Creation Station because Sharon does a great job. Like, you repeat, you visit the places and you utilize the places you use because you get what you want and you get what you pay for. There's this piece of self-care that a lot of women don't take enough time to do anyway, but if at least I'm getting my hair cut every 6 weeks, that time is for me. She always creates a safe space. Oh, so much better. Right now, you mean?
You told me you felt heavy?
Yeah.
Lighten it up?
Yeah.
Follow your heart and your dreams and do what you know and not what you don't know. And it all falls in place.
Well, Manchester, those are all the stories we have for you this week. We'll be back to our more typical format after April vacation, but with a few changes in story. Please make sure to follow our Instagram page at MHS_television, check out our website, mhstelevision.com, and email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org with any other story ideas. I'm Madison Scott, and this has been The Pulse.